What's going on? What's happened? Today is Friday, August 29th. Mic check, mic check. Hope y'all doing well. All right, my name's John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States to help you secure legal status to live and work in America legally because the government does not care. Okay, all you have to do is search, at least on this app that does this action, LA Music Festival, and you will see what's been going on. So if you do not live in LA, you might want to search LA Music Festival because the algorithm on certain platforms has been suppressing some videos. Okay, so that's all I can say out loud because unfortunately the algorithm does suppress information from coming out. All right, hope you all doing well. My name is John Ting. I'm here to share insights, answer your questions to the best of my ability. Now, please know some questions I'm not able to answer, and I'll let you know. Another thing, some housekeeping items here. There are usually a lot of questions. So let's tap the screen. Okay, let's keep tapping. Once we get to at least 1,000 hearts on Tickety Talk, then I'll start answering questions at least live. Dog asked, you call my office for interview. What day is your interview? If it's early in the week, yeah, I'm not available. I think I'm out. I'm out. Let's see. Thursday next week. All right. What time is your interview? Okay. Well, can you text or DM your name or text? Yeah, probably text the team my number, and then because it looks like it should be okay. I do have several meetings, but that could be why. Interesting. Who did you talk to? Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that, dog. 12 should be good. Let's see here. So yes, we do help with um, what's it called? Interviews, interview representation. Sorry, there's a lot on my mind because I literally just got back on a plane at like midnight. My flight was a delay coming back from New Orleans. So yeah, we're happy to share insights. There's four scenarios where you definitely need to talk to immigration attorney. Number one, request for evidence. Fortunately, you have about 84 to 87 days to reply. But look, depending on what they're asking, sometimes they're slow. Like if you need to get a different type of birth certificate, for example, from your country, it's better to file it, get it, request that sooner. But look, if you're wondering one of the reasons why you would hire a lawyer, engage with a law firm, is not just for the legal strategy. It's definitely not just the filling out forms. Okay, is to help you get your shit together. Okay, that's just to be frank. Okay, oh, it's in Dallas. Okay, well we have several. We're based in Houston. From time to time, I can go to Dallas, but I don't think I can do that. It would definitely be cost effective for you, dog, if I share our referrals. Did my team share referrals for you? We have several great. My office used to be in Dallas, but we're now in Houston. So what's it called? But we have several great attorneys on that list. Okay, our list. So if you live, for anyone else, if you're, I don't know, Alaska or somewhere, California, New York, we have we have a list of attorneys that can help you out. So let us know whenever y'all receive the interview notice. Please, as soon as possible, contact us. Okay, we do not charge to give you a list of referrals. Now here's the thing. So we talked about our fee. Notice of intent deny. All right, keep tapping the screen. Okay. If you want me to answer your other questions, you want to join live, please tap the screen until your finger gets really, really tired. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, if you don't mind giving a thumbs up. Violet, I'm so sorry. I apologize. We realize it can be difficult to give you that type of list because even within a democratic state, for example, um, the counties, it may depend on the county. But can you? I remember you sent us an email. Let me see if I can find it. But your name would not be Violet in the email. Maybe it is. I think I found one. Maybe. Maybe that's someone else. Is your name actually Violet too on the email? No, that's someone else because this other email's from like a long time ago. I think. Okay. Yeah, keep tapping the screen. This helps the algorithm. If you're on, oh, pause. Okay. All right. Let me star this email. Perfect. And I'll tag a team member. Wait, did my team member respond? Okay, let me tag a team member. Okay. Yeah, because some counties in a Democratic state could be conservative, and that's something I need to record a video about for y'all. The states that, or the counties or cities that agreed to a 287G agreement with ICE, basically allowing ICE agents to train the local police or sheriff deputies on how to, I guess, arrest immigrants. It's ridiculous. And also not just arrest, but like share information to ICE. So that's something important to know if any of y'all are trying to move out of like Florida, for example, or Texas. All right, thanks so much for the taps. Greatly appreciate it. Let's try to get to 1,000 taps for Tickety Talk. Okay, let's get Dog on in the meantime. Hello.
Hi, John.
How you doing, sir?
I really appreciate it.
Sure.
I called to your office and I think you're busy next week. That's why they said that. Anyways, I have a questions.
Sure.
So it's a marriage-based green card interview. So I uploaded like a bunch of files on the portal,
Mm-hmm.
like 401k that she was mentioned in my like a beneficiary of mine,
Mm-hmm.
bank statements, utility bills, rent, lease, things like that.
Okay, that's good. And this marriage to a citizen?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we just got like married on December last year, and they called us really quick. So
Yeah, I mean, that's quick, but we've had cases that were filed this year in a turnaround time, on average, not for everyone, have been about 2 months from receipt date. Yeah, I personally don't like that because I want clients to have more time to collect, like gather evidence, things like that, like travel, even if it's in the United States. So,
we try to collect as much as possible, like the things that I told you right now, and
yeah.
also we did our taxes together last year. Our IDs are the same.
Mm-hmm.
I have a family, like a picture with a family, with her family. My families are not here, so
Mm-hmm.
we don't have
Okay.
like a reservation or like a big wedding. It's just a courthouse wedding
Mm-hmm.
because my families are not here. So, but she went to my country and she met my families like after our marriage.
Oh, that's good. So you live in the Dallas area, North Texas area, and how long have you been living together?
Since after we get married, I was out of state and I came here, with a visa. I moved in
Okay.
because I
Okay,
work
that's
remote
good.
and she works.
And how long have you known her?
We known each other since 2023, but it was like online dating. We start talking like casually, then
Okay, that's good.
relationship grow up. And
When did it become more serious?
last year around June. Like, I mean, we already have like a feelings, but we didn't tell each other. Like, we had a feelings, and she told me that she had the feelings, and I told her that I have the same feelings as well. So,
All right.
and also we were at the stage like we want to date like committed life, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
like we were
Okay.
dating
Well,
and
well, I'll tell you what. I mean, if you part of our representation is, of course, kind of like this. We would ask you some questions just so you get the, I guess like an American phrase would say, like get your feet wet in terms of getting ready for the interview. Um, honestly, I feel like I'd be if I was working with USCS, I'd probably be the worst officer. Be probably rude because like I just know of like certain questions they could ask, right, based on experience. But I hope for any client um, that it turns out that from prep to the actual interview that when we prepare you, it's the worst, right? So then you're ready for the actual interview, and then hopefully it's professional and pleasant for you guys. So but part of it is also we have a series of videos we send clients, um, and then we allow someone like you to schedule a meeting with us to prepare like a mock session, practice session. And then also before that we also send a link for a like a guide of a lot like 120 questions to prepare, again, just like the worst case scenario, because you definitely want to prevent a situation, a removal case. So, just in general, maybe you've noticed that from my live shows, but like maybe like January this year, I wasn't so concerned. I think that was like many immigration attorneys. And then all of a sudden, like every week, every month, it seems to be getting more enforcement. So if anyone like yourself would like the way we prep our clients, but then like you're in Dallas, 12 o'clock could be possible, but it just depends if you want to pay travel fee. Otherwise, we have um, a couple attorneys we know that we've been very fortunate. Usually, if the first attorney cannot go on our list, then the second one usually can go. Um, so yeah, up to you. I don't.
I mean,
I was looking at
can you
something.
text me how much it's gonna be, or you can tell me already?
I can't say that on the live show according to the terms and conditions because I've been banned before, even if it's 5 minutes. But that's why I have like these up here just in case. But if you can message my team, can you are you feel comfortable to share your first name? Because I'm
Yeah.
wondering.
Let me email you.
Yeah, just message because I wonder if you're in our system. Okay. But yeah, we always love to help people, even at the very end of the case. Okay.
But like, if you don't have like an attorney with you, I mean, is it like a bad thing? Like, it's like a must.
No, it's definitely not a must. Okay. So for anyone's wondering, like, do you need a lawyer in person at an interview? No, it's not required. But look, when you have an attorney there, first of all, I think the officers actually prefer it. It's kind of like a judge situation in court. They definitely, and even sometimes opposing counsel, they prefer it when a lawyer's involved because we know what we're doing. We know how to prepare you. So look, these officers, again, fortunately, when I'm there, they're professional and polite. Okay. There could be a couple here and there that could be a little bit more aggressive in terms of trying to investigate more in that sense. But that's where our preparation comes in. Okay. So um that's why, yeah, I mean, in terms of like forms and documents, some people might think like, oh, that part was easy. But the most difficult part, if anything, is preparing for the interview because fortunately a high percentage of our clients don't have issues at the interview. But also the other thing is at the end of the interview, it your perspective or your spouse's perspective is like, oh, that was seemed easy. That took like 15 minutes or it took 10 minutes, but maybe just waiting in a lobby took 2 hours, right? Like that happens because they could get backlogged. And then like several people, you might have seen other people comment here that like, oh, John, it's been a month, it's been 2 months. And I asked, how was your interview? And most people say, oh, it seemed fine, like no issues. right? So I have a certain way of asking questions at the very end that I ask my clients to allow me to ask the question. And then they usually will say, yeah, I mean, we'll approve it today. Or I'm going to recommend approval and just need supervisor to review it. Like one final thing. I think it's because they have less experience probably. So they can't make the final decision themselves, just like any other workplace. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So hopefully that gives you more context on how we can help.
yeah.
Alrighty.
You can text me and I'll respond.
You texted us already just now at this
Which
number?
one? Which is the email? That's 832.
Yeah, message that one, and then one of my team members can get back to you. I'll ask them to get back to you. Just put like your name and you have an interview in Dallas September 4th. Because again, like we can still prepare you for it. We'll just have another attorney attend for you there with you. Okay. Okay. Thank you, dog.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. All right. Let's get. Hey, we're getting there. I was being nice, but let's see if we can get to. Shoot. Okay. I got 20 minutes, y'all. All right. Thanks so much for your patience. Hola, Ade. We're in Houston, Texas. Manchester, if you email in, then if you email in, then the code, I mean the studio link will get you in, okay, Manchester on YouTube. Let's see. Thank you so much for your questions. By the way, if I'm not able to answer your question, maybe just because of lack of time here, please contact us to schedule a meeting. Now, for this box right here, let me see if I can share it here. Okay, for the first box, the one that says number 1, pre-qualify, that is with our client care specialists. They are not attorneys, even though I do train them pretty much every single day. All right. That's usually intended for people who already have a pretty good idea that you want to engage with us, right? If you're just asking, I guess what you call like quote unquote general questions here and there, you're welcome to ask us questions, right? Obviously, but we might just like email you a free guide, things like that with some common Q&A on that free guide. Just because we have limited spots, and if you're not really interested, then it doesn't make sense to have that kind of meeting. But if you're not interested and you just have pure legal questions, okay, then that's the second box. That's with an attorney. Legal questions because you want a legal answer. Absolutely makes sense. We have access to attorney. We have limited spots for that though. Okay. And remember, for the option number 1, you might be wondering, why is it this amount? That's only for y'all because you're spending time on a live show. We want to give you some value here, but then you might be wondering, well, why even charge that amount? Consider it as a reservation fee. Consider it a show up fee because some people in the past, when we didn't charge anything, they didn't show up. So we have, again, limited spots. So please understand the reason why we have that. Let's get the next person on. Carlini Camo. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. Hello, Carlini. I think my volume is up. Okay. Knock, knock. Are you there? Let's see. In the meantime, I'll answer another question. Maybe you tapped it on accident. Okay. And let's get SARP, SARP on TikTok on. Hello there. How can I help you?
Hello.
Hello. This is John. How can I help you?
Hey, John. So, just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have this IR visa issued to my kids, right, in June.
Mm-hmm.
And because of my boys, their school back home in Africa, their semester ends in September. And hopefully by October, I want them to be here. Is that going to have any effect? Because the visa expires in 17th of November.
Mm.
But because of the education, I feel like they have to finish their semester and come here and continue. So I want them to be here in October. Is that going to have any effect on me bringing them here?
Before the expiration date, or what do you mean? Or I mean after the
It
expiration?
expires in November.
Mm-hmm. But you want to bring them in October to America?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine because it's before the expiration date. But you got to make
Okay.
sure you bought the plane ticket and things like that.
I asked because of the situation that is going on over here, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
Because
then,
he's in University of Ghana and their semester ends in September.
okay, yeah, that's fine because you said the expiration date is in November, right? So as long as
Okay.
okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, buy that plane ticket.
You're doing a good job. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. Wish you the best.
All right.
All right, take care. All right. So we have a couple people on a couple platforms. I think let's get this gentleman on. Let's see if I can add you to the stage on YouTube.
All right. Take care.
Hello there.
All right. So we have a couple people on a couple platforms.
Is that your?
I think let's get this gentleman on. Let's see if we can add you to the stage.
Can you? Are you on TikTok also? Looks like he is. The person that has a little title there says asylum seeker. Ron?
Are you on?
Looks like the internet signal is not too good for you.
No, I'm not on TikTok.
Oh, I wonder why it's.
I was on YouTube, but I switched to the site.
Okay, there you go. Okay, well, oh yeah, YouTube. You probably had it on going at the same time. Thank you for joining. I see your question here that ask, and you put in the chat box. Can you win asylum as a member of social group if you have no evidence? Based on sexual orientation. Okay. So I mean, it's of course in general, it's good to have evidence. Maybe evidence in this scenario is related to the government in your country of nationality. Maybe there's a law that says you cannot have same-sex marriages, for example, or even relationship. Maybe not in your country, but it could even be your region. So, but in this kind of situation, because it's
Absolutely.
asylum, then it's preferred that it be the country. Is there something like that?
Yes, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. I'm from the Middle East, Egypt, and I live in Saudi Arabia. Both have strict laws about sexuality. But I'm asking about evidence about my sexuality because I can act on that in here. I can act on that on my sexuality in here. So I have no evidence. I haven't been in a relationship. I have no evidence.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you joining live here, but for purposes of this scenario online, we'll just say hypothetically. So, if you you might know that for asylum, it sounds like you did apply already, right? Within the 1 year of entry.
No, but I consulted a lawyer before.
Okay, that's good. Did you apply the application?
No, I haven't been.
Oh.
I'm asking. I'm wondering if I would be presented in US legally. Present in US. Can I apply? Do I have a case?
Oh, you're not in America right now.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. So I mean, yeah, you first of all, you for a person to apply for asylum in America, you have to be in America first, and then, which I'm sure you knew that, and then for asylum in America, it's not the the persecution did not have to happen yet, but you have to have some kind of proof that they are pursuing s- some kind of persecution against you, even if it didn't actually happen, no harm, right? So some kind of evidence that you were threatened of some persecution. Does that help?
Not really like a history of persecution for people with my sexuality or me personally, because I haven't acted on my sexuality in here. This
Uh-huh.
is my question, because I
Hmm.
haven't acted on my sexuality. I'm not young. I'm not naive. I know if I did something like that, my
Right,
life would be ruined.
right.
I'll be dangerous.
Yeah, let's
So I
put it
can
this
act
way.
on that.
If you want the best chance possible to get approved for asylum in America, which is difficult to get asylum in the first place, but still a lot of people do get approved. Um, but you have to have some kind of threat against you um, for that particular social group. Like you've done that research about same sex.
Okay, can I say something?
Sure, go ahead. Mhm.
It feel like I'm being punished for being like smart and like being safe. I can do something like that. It'd be dangerous for me.
It's you have to understand the American perspective. America, in general, I can't say about this current administration, right? I think the evidence is clear about this current administration, but in historically, America wants to help people who are seeking asylum, but it's kind of like in the moment situation as opposed to like you're pre-planning, right? It's not intended to like for people who are pre-planning for asylum, if that makes sense. So yeah, the government is not the U.S. government is certainly not saying that you should put yourself in harm's way, but, but it's good that you try to educate yourself to know the requirements before you make that trip. Okay. Yes, the U.S.
Okay.
government, I hope, does not want to force you to put yourself in harm's way. But you should, and just in general, you should just do what's best for you. Okay, regardless of the requirements.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you
But
so much.
like,
Yep.
would you advise me to just? Okay.
No, go ahead. What's your question?
Uh, I- okay. Should I like seek other ways of like relocating or going somewhere? Like, should I like give up on that route entirely on that
Yes.
like way?
So if you want to schedule a meeting with our team, you can do that on like like here. You're on YouTube, so that will show up like this link right here. This URL on the screen.
Okay.
No, it's kind of hard to see. Maybe this one's easier.
On YouTube. Okay. Okay. I can find it on YouTube.
Yeah,
I
it's
can find it
usually
on
at the
YouTube.
bottom of the description box on YouTube. Okay. Or the other one is ask. I can't say it out loud. That's why I have all these visuals so I don't get banned. Okay, so and somewhere is my phone number. Oh, right there, up
Okay.
top in the red. Okay. All right. Well, yes, you're welcome to schedule a meeting. Thank you so much. Okay, wish you the best. Bye bye. Alrighty, alrighty. So let's see. Okay, I got about T minus 8 minutes. Thank you so much for your trust. Let's get Shaner on. Oh, it tells me you're a recent guest before. Welcome back. It's processing. All right. Thank you for the taps. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello. Welcome back. How can I help you?
John.
Yes.
In regards to my, I received a request for evidence. We sent all the package.
Mm-hmm.
I changed my name.
Mm-hmm.
I have now the name of my husband's name, last names.
Okay.
So I update the new passport with the new last names. I did call USCIS.
Mm-hmm.
They receive it. Do you think I need to mail this as well, or is okay? Because
Mm-hmm.
on the letter say that I can update the information
Mm-hmm.
or mail it. What is your recommendation?
Just follow what the instruction says. My recommendation. So if it says upload
Okay.
or mail, then just do one or the other. What you said you upload already. It also depends what they ask for. If they ask for the medical exam,
Proof of citizenship.
oh yeah, I mean if you upload it, that's typically it's just there's no one right way anymore. So it can be confusing, but I'm glad they're flexible because some officers, when you go in person, even to provide updated evidence of marriage or whatnot, relationship, some are picky and say, "Oh, you should have uploaded," and some people say like, "Oh, you should have mailed it in, so we have a physical copy." So it's like, "Oh my god, it's frustrating."
Yeah.
So upload
And,
it, and then bring it in person.
and everything is perfect.
Hmm.
They don't need fingerprints. I don't need an interview. They say that they are just waiting that for a decision to take a decision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good, but expect an interview to happen because that's 99.9% of people. Okay.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Take
Till
care.
Friday.
Take care. All right, we got and I mentioned that 99.9% people will have an interview because Tiffy over here, congratulations to Tiffy on TikTok, just got GC approval without an interview. That's nice. Can you join live to share a little bit more? I do have a couple questions. Vic says hello from Chicago. Hope you all doing good. Like a previous gentleman asked earlier about if I was available or not, and my team said I was not available. But here's the deal: even if it's not me personally, I would love to try to go there. Of course, we do have to charge for travel fees. If it's Dallas, I don't charge hotel fee, but if it's another city, I do. So because obviously we want to go the night before, preferably. Um, what's it called? Even if we cannot go, our own attorneys on the team, we have a list of attorneys throughout the country. I mean, honestly, in Alaska, I only know one attorney in Alaska. Okay, but like typically in a major city, I know more than one. Let's see here. Thank you, dog. I'll have a team member respond to you. Let me make a quick message here. I don't think you told me your name, but let me. Okay. Thank you so much for your questions. Let's see. Someone asked, is it safe to travel with conditional green card to Mexico? Yes. I mean, it's difficult for me. I'm sure you've already seen from other attorneys that it is difficult for us to answer travel type questions because it's a lot of layers of questions, right? So I'll try to do it quickly. Generally, it's safe to travel with conditional resident card. Maybe one of the older videos you saw from someone random, I think it was like a auntie talked about her niece saying like she got sent back on a plane back to her country. I think it was Philippines. Like we don't know the whole story, y'all, right? Like, but what I was trying to piece together with other attorneys, like it appears that she had conditional residence and it expired, right? So I just uploaded a video about a similar situation. You got to get your shit together, okay? If you got conditional residence status, it's on you. The government is not, I mean, from time to time, the government does mail a letter to remind you to remove the conditions, but you shouldn't depend on the government. If the pandemic has not made things clear, okay, and some people don't want to take the vaccine, for example, You should not depend on the government on certain things to handle your life, okay? Especially legal status. So, if you have a 2-year conditional resident status, put it on your calendar within the 3-month mark, 3 months before the 2 years expire. So, what is that? 21-month mark, okay? To remove those conditions. If you want help with that, obviously my team it'll be our pleasure to assist you. But don't come to me and tell me you've been listening on a live show, and then whenever your thing expires, and then you come to us and saying, "Damn it, John, I should have listened to you." Come on now, please, because we just told someone. I'm not going to share the full detail. I cannot tell you the full detail for certain conversations we have. Right? It's client, attorney, client, confidential. Sandalia Lamont, good to see you. Sandia Lamont. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. But yeah, let me go back to a travel question. If you don't have any arrests, don't have any crimes, then in general, of course, that's fine, right? For you to travel abroad and come back. But if you do have some arrests or crimes in the past that you're like, maybe you want to double check, it does make sense for you to schedule a one-on-one session with one of our attorneys. But don't just schedule a meeting expecting us to give you some kind of answer. At the very least, provide us the documents, okay? Otherwise, it's more like he said, she said, and like then you rely on our advice, but then you didn't give us a document. So like, so just to make it time saving for you, make it worth it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to schedule another meeting, and then you have to pay another fee. So again, got to get your shit together. And so kind of in line with that theme of getting your shit together is also to listen to our advice. It's like I had to bang my head on a table. Some people ask us, should I file an application? Generally, as long as you're eligible. Okay, right? As long as you're legally eligible. But there's another layer of an issue here for some people, not many people. And I'm not here to make fun of anyone, but I'm here to tell you, get your shit together and listen. Because there are some people, I don't think you're on this live show just to hang out. And I appreciate it. You're welcome to listen to some drama, okay? And get some good information. I can't say it's legal advice. My best is to be as raw as possible so you don't make this mistake. This is more evident this year because of the current administration, but they're trying to take even U.S. citizen status away, right? Revoke U.S. citizenship. They're trying to revoke all different types of status. So even more reason you gotta tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Okay, so for example, some people have filled out the diversity visa application and said that they were single, didn't have any kids, and I don't know what the algorithm is if you have kids and you have a spouse that maybe people don't get selected from that. But the thing is, it's not just been one person. It's been several people that have a similar question. And I'm just like, what advice are y'all getting from people, some consultants outside America? Because I don't think any attorney here is giving that type of advice to lie on an application. Maybe I'm wrong, but so there's like a handful of people every year ask a similar situation. And so if a person has hypothetically lied on a prior immigration application and is now in America, and then now we should reach the point to apply to become a citizen, it's probably a good idea not to apply to become a citizen. Number one, it's a waste of money. You're just wasting money. You might as well use that on a trip or something. Give yourself a spa day, a couple different spa days. I don't know. Be nice. Oh, that makes me think. You don't have to give me a gift other than maybe a spa day. I appreciate it, though. A couple taps here. John Carlo, what's up? Thank you to John. Shout out to attorney John Carlo. He helped me and one of my clients earlier this week for a combo interview. 751 to remove conditions and application for naturalization, and the client was approved. So again, shout out to John Carlo in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much. He also helps with personal injury cases. So connect with him. Hopefully no one gets injured, of course. But if you need the help, he's there to help you out in Dallas, Texas. That's right. And so same for that client in Dallas, Texas, same day as the interview also was an oath ceremony. So that doesn't always happen, but it seems like Dallas out of other cities that usually that can happen. I guess just depends on luck and timing. What else was I gonna say? Oh, so much to say. I'm supposed to hop off right now. Shoot. Oh yeah. Do not lie on the application, please, please. Because ultimately I know you want to help your family come to America eventually, right? So like it doesn't make sense to lie. Like the government is finally getting their shit together also. They're coordinating within each other agency, their information sharing. Just if you haven't applied before, let's say you're outside America, you haven't applied for a DS-160 for a visitor visa application, or even for L visa, any non-immigrant visa, you got to fill out DS-160. Typically, if anyone has allegedly lied before, hypothetically, it seems to be related to visitor visa application. Okay. So if you're wondering why the U.S. government, that the White House is now, the Department of State is requiring, I think it's ridiculous, of course, but the bond, was it 15,000? I don't remember, but if it's a different fee for different countries, there's a reason. Okay, that one actually has a reason. There's historical records that people overstay, right? So, look, please don't enter on a visa and overstay. Okay, unless you find out information that can be helpful to you. But of course, talk to an attorney 101, one-on-one. Okay, as attorneys, as a licensed attorney, we cannot encourage you to overstay your visa, but I recommend, especially if you're not married to a U.S. citizen, to apply for a different visa. Okay, because if your game plan is to live in America temporarily, then apply for a different visa. Okay, just something to consider. So with that being said, it does make sense for you to schedule a meeting. Okay, if you want more information, or there is a free option, a webinar. We don't charge for that. It only costs you time to type in your name and email to get the link. Someone asked, Pierre, hello there. How can you call us? My number is right over here on YouTube. Okay. Or you can see below the description box after the show, I think. It might actually show it right now. Carla Popper, can you re-parole under MPIP, be denied with an approved I-130? You don't have to renew or reapply for military parole in place unless you want the ability to actually travel if you only have the approved I-130. But if you have the approved I-130, Carla, it sounds, the way you ask this question, it sounds like you don't know what the next step is. It sounds like maybe you didn't file the 485 and the other forms. So, Carla, get in contact with my team, okay? Look, because you're certainly not the only one. If I'm correct on my assumption, safe assumption there have been several people that ask a similar question. So that's how I'm able to diagnose the situation quickly. If y'all are wondering, like, how does John do that? Because otherwise you might be just waiting for no reason. All right, got Vic is going to be the last question here. 71 extension for 36 months. Oh, interesting. 10-year green card, but GC is expired. Huh? Oh, already 8 years. Your GC expired 8 years ago? We need to talk, because it sounds like, Vic, that you did file the 71, but that was, when you did file it, that was a 36-month version. Now it's automatic 48 months extension. What do you mean 8 years though? You've been waiting 8 years? Like you filed the 71 8 years ago? So in general, if you have filed a 751, whether or not you have the extension time period still valid, I do recommend to go call the USCIS hotline 1-800-375-5283. I think I need to make a tune for them and get sponsored. Nah, never mind. I don't want to be associated with USCIS. But that is the USCIS hotline. If you have you need to get asked for a stamp. For people who have 751 application, you need a stamp. 551 stamp is what you need to ask for your passport for travel purposes. What they always say is that you need to have, for you to do that schedule appointment, you need to have some upcoming travel. So something to keep in mind. All right. I do have to go soon, but I do want to reply to Carla situation here. So you did file the 45, but it got denied because did they give you RFE for the finances for the affidavit of support? Because you said your son didn't earn enough, but maybe I can have a joint sponsor for the next go around. Yikes. I see what you're saying now. Okay, well, chat with my team, okay? They did send you RFE. You responded to the RFE? Oh, he did earn enough. It's like if this is USCIS. Seriously, because you're not the only one. You're not the only one. That's what I'm saying, though. Sometimes we have to send the same evidence again. And the RFE is like, come on now. Come on. I don't know. Look, obviously, if I could vet these people who work for USCIS, I bet they could be our neighbors, but they don't want to tell us who they work for. I've had some neighbors don't want to tell me what they do for work. I'm kind of thinking maybe they work for the government or something. They just don't want to share. So, but seriously, I don't know. It's almost like they're using AI, but it's worse. It's a human, and they're still making these silly mistakes. Okay, because I remember a long time ago, it's like my second year practicing, and it had nothing to do about the year's experience, but I just remember it was so far back that one time in my career that they sent me an RFE for one thing, and then asked for a copy of the visa for the entry, right? The stamp. And I was like, let's take a look at what we sent in because we scanned everything. Like it was part of the package. So it happens. It will be so frustrating. I'm sure it's been frustrating for you, Carla. Oh, man. So, I mean, I'm not here to blame Carla, right? But I mean, I just want to share that's an example of Carla's situation that maybe it could have been phrasing or something that we could have done in the response to RFE. We wouldn't say get your shit together, USCIS, but a professional way. And then, so please, if you want the most peace of mind, it doesn't have to be us, but call an attorney, a licensed attorney. I know so many good ones. If you're like, John, bro, I want to see someone face to face. Sure. But if it doesn't matter face to face, we're happy to help. Okay. Hi Tina, what's going on? Good to see you. All right, I really got to go to my next meeting. They're probably messaging me, and yeah, I gotta go. Okay. Oh, he's abroad in Italy, and well, thank you for his service. The next time you talk to him, please tell him John Ting with Green Card Guys thanks him for his service. Well, it's in Italy. Hopefully, he's in a nice area in Italy. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Go ahead and click the plus sign and subscribe. Okay, take care.